It is the 14th day of October 2025, and it is 8:15 a.m. this morning. Thank you so much for keeping locked up on Doxa TV. And we know that you're going to be having a great day. You're starting up the day watching Doxa's TV. Your spirit is rejuvenated. And thank you so much for keeping locked in. And early this morning, we are so blessed to be having a man of God, a politician, Omnonyereza, Honorable Sentongo EMMANUEL PIUS, and he is a senior pastor to Kingdom Ambassadors Church, as well as a husband to Grace Sentongo. You are most welcome, Mr. Honorable Sentongo EMMANUEL PIUS.
Thank you, my brother Sally. It seems to me that you are also Omnonyereza.
Omnonyereza.
Because you just defined me in a very amazing way when you even talked of my wife,
yes.
Grace. Dear viewers, I would like to take this opportunity to greet you all and to thank you for giving us your time and you watch Doxa television.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, how have you been? How have you been? How is everything going on? How is the political situation in Busiro North right now?
Yeah, surely we've been so busy moving up and down.
Yes.
You know, we've been having a very tense and hectic period where we had to look for the ground.
Yes.
You know, as a member of National Unity Platform, we were actually sent to the ground to go and seek for support.
Yes.
Which we call the ground, the ground support.
The ground support.
So you would go to the people, and the people are asking you for the card,
yes.
as they call it,
yes.
much as it has to be a flag.
A flag.
So the ground is asking for the card, and then the headquarters is asking for the ground.
Yes.
So that is the kind of situation that we've been in.
Yes.
So when you ask me how has it been, we've been busy moving in different places,
yes.
attending to events, and finally it came out that the cards were given, and now we are still pushing on.
Wow. So what have been what are the major challenges that you are facing within the constituency of Busiro North at the moment?
Busiro North constituency, this is a place actually that birthed me and grew me up and actually nurtured me. It's a kind of urban rural setting area.
Yes.
So you find that there are some towns where people tend to live a different life, but probably 75% of the area is still rural. So if you ask me the challenges, people still have poor water. They don't have good, like clean water to drink. People still have the challenge of poor roads, and yet they are farmers. They have very tough time of transporting their produce to the markets, much as even the markets are lacking. And another challenge you wonder, Busiro North is just 25 kilometers away from Kampala city.
Yes.
But there are some places where there is no electricity. And you could imagine, you can imagine having no electricity, but when you go to the border between Uganda and DRC, between Uganda and Rwanda, you find electricity there. So this means that people can't even keep their produce fresh, like, you know, the milk.
Yes.
Some people rear
cows. Yes.
Yeah, cattle, and you know, when someone has the milk, is forced to sell it at a very cheap price, because there's no way you can keep that milk. And also we have a challenge of health. We have a health challenge because we do have a health center for hospital in one of the sub-counties called Namayumba.
Yes.
But that health center it's very unfortunate that they have very few doctors. Actually, in case they have a doctor, a professional doctor, it could be one and coming like once in a week.
Once in a week, yes. Oh,
and as you know, people are sick with different diseases and sickness. And we don't have X-ray there. The scan is on and off for the pregnant mothers. They can't even be checked thoroughly well.
Yes.
So we have like all sorts of challenges, and we have no voice.
Yeah.
We have had people come in as members of parliament for that constituency, but they could not raise the voice because, it doesn't matter which kind of government is there. But if you don't have a voice, you'll never receive what you want.
You can't get what you want.
So that's why me, as a person
Yeah.
who was born there, was grown up
Was
there,
there.
who was educated there, I know the problems, the challenges, and I feel like I want to be a voice.
Yes.
So that these
For the
people,
voiceless.
for the voiceless.
Yes.
Yes.
So I realized that I came to understand that there are about 142 villages
Yes.
in Busiro North.
Yes.
Is that a right figure?
Yes, 142 LC1s.
LC1s.
Yes.
Yes. So have you traversed all of them, or some of them you just hear about them? But I believe that since you have lived there, you have grown there, so have you tried to move around them when you're trying to speak to your people?
That is a great question.
Yes.
I have actually traveled the entire constituency, village per village.
Yes.
We have 142 LC1s. We have 31 parishes. We do have some words that came in when Masulita was given a town council and Kachiri was given a town council. We used to have only 3 sub-counties, but these 3 sub-counties were upgraded, and each sub-county now has a town council. But you can imagine, much as we have 3 town councils, that is Masulita Town Council and Namayumba Town Council and Kachiri Town Council, these town councils, you would think that they have to live in a life of a town. But you find a village like Kanzize,
yeah.
which is found in Masulita Town Council. They don't have piped water.
Wow.
They don't have electricity. And yet they are in a town council.
Town council.
You see, one of the challenges we have in Uganda is that we upgrade even areas by name,
Yes.
not by service.
Yes.
You find a town where things that are supposed to be in a town are not there. You find a city, and yet the essential needs for that city are not there.
Yes.
So it is just naming. It's like giving people a new district.
A new district.
But when the service actually is not there,
yeah.
but they have a name district.
Yes.
And I would think it would be better to give these people services rather than giving them titles and upgrades
words
that are
and
nothing. It's like, when it becomes a town council,
Yes.
what has been a parish becomes a ward, what has been a village becomes a cell,
Cell.
but it's just changing a name. But the life is the same. A cell is the same as a village. A parish is the same as a ward. And it doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
So, as you asked me, yes, I have traversed the entire constituency, and I have found out that the problems are the same. When you go to
Everywhere.
Kachiri sub-county, or Namayumba sub-county, or Masulita sub-county, all the problems rotate on health, education, because you find we have a place in Namayumba called Buembo. One time I was driving at night at around actually 7:30.
Yes.
It was dark, and I see these young girls walking on the road going back to Buembo. They travel almost 7, probably 6 kilometers from where they live
Yes.
to where the secondary school is. You find a parish having no secondary school.
Wow.
A whole parish.
In Busiro North.
Yes, and a parish has, on average, like between 4 to 8 villages.
8 villages in one parish.
So walking from Buembo, and she's a girl child, going to Namayumba at Naguru, a place called Naguru in
Yes,
Namayumba
yes,
for
yes,
studies.
yes.
She's a girl, very vulnerable. Walking at night, anything can happen to her.
Yeah.
And I felt bad, and I said, why is it that these people really can't have a school in their own parish, so that girl children cannot walk all of those long distances, because you know what could be the repercussions of that.
Yes, for a girl.
Yeah.
You believe that at least once the people of Busiro North entrust you with the votes and they bring you to the parliament, you believe that at least you'll be establishing schools to curb such solutions, such problems?
Of course, I might not be in position and having the resources to build secondary schools everywhere where they are needed, but at least I can lobby.
To lobby,
because I know that the functions of a member of parliament is to represent the people.
The people of
so when you represent your people, that is the primary function of a member of parliament, and then the second one is to make laws.
Yes.
You cannot make laws for the people who have no water to drink, You cannot make laws for the people who have no health facilities.
Yes.
You cannot make laws for people who sleep on empty stomachs.
Empty stomachs.
So now we have to lobby for the people. I mean, if you're a member of parliament, because I normally hear people say, you know, a member of parliament has 4 functions: to make laws, represent the people, pass the national budget, and also the 4th one actually is to be the voice for the people.
For the people,
but
yes.
still, you have to lobby for the people. You can bring in investors.
Money, yes.
Yeah, because as a member of parliament, you have a voice. There are people who want to invest, and they don't know where to go to.
They have nowhere to invest.
So the question you asked, I might not be in position myself because I don't want to tell lies,
yes, that's
but
true.
I have to be honest myself and even the viewers. I am not going to say that I'm going to build schools myself, but I can bring in investors or people who have their money.
Yeah.
They can bring me closer these services to the people, even health facilities.
Yes.
And also, if I go, like now, I have a plan. I was telling the people, if they give me maybe 200 or 300 million, I don't know how much it will be this time,
yes.
because the other time they gave 200 million for a car.
Yes.
I want to call upon the stakeholders of the constituency and the opinion leaders of our constituency. We sit down and we look at what is the very urgent need that we can tackle, especially something to do with clean water and poor roads. So I have a plan of actually purchasing a grader,
yes.
a tractor that can actually help us grade the poor roads there, because many people even use paths. Paths are still used in our villages, and we might use that money, because I have a car, much as it is getting old,
yes.
but I've been driving it.
Driving.
So I might even sacrifice that this money given to me as a member of parliament to go and buy a brand new car. I might use that money because it is mine. I have the powers over it.
Yes.
I can talk with the opinion leaders and we say, should we buy a grader that is going to be helping us work on these roads that people can ride their bicycles and their motorcycles easily, smoothly, taking their produce from agriculture, from their farming to places? Or should we buy this drilling machine, the kind of a car? There is that drilling machinery that you can use to drill the boreholes. So whatever they decide to do, that's the plan I have. Not because I have everything, but I feel a leader that is a transformational leader has to do something to change people's lives.
Yeah, that's
because I want to tell you, my brother, Sally.
Yes.
We have different kinds of leaders.
Yes.
They are people we call leaders, but they are transactional leaders.
Transactional leaders, that's true.
They come into politics, they come into leadership just to make transactions.
Yes, that's true.
To make themselves better. There are those who are actually situational leaders. Some people are elected into offices because of the situation. People are tired of who is there, and then they just vote for someone randomly who is not going to help them. So we do have many situational leaders in this country, and also we do have the positional leaders. We call them positional leaders.
Yes.
These that are appointed.
Yes.
You are appointed to be a leader in certain place, whether you have the qualifications or not. So you are there because you are appointed. But we do have we do need transformational leaders in this country.
Yes.
People that can sacrifice. I can tell you, me as a Christian, Jesus Christ was a transformational leader.
Yeah, he was transformational.
He never owned any property. Even if today you go to Jerusalem, they cannot show you a skyscraper that
Jesus.
it belongs to Jesus.
No.
They cannot show you a chunk of land that land belongs to Jesus. No, not whatsoever.
Yeah.
But he transformed people's lives, and that is my passion. I want to bring about a change in the people of Busiro North. Even when I go after 5 years, or they give me more 5 years, I want to make a mark that can't be erased easily.
Yeah. So another question, maybe since you have, at least you have lived in Busiro North for quite a period of time, and we believe that since you have lived there, you could be knowing like boundaries, areas for those parishes and villages. So for a viewer who is watching you over there, someone would like to know what would be like the geographical boundaries of Busiro North, the parishes. Would you be having an idea of the boundaries of the of the constituency?
You know, my brother Dickens, you are very intelligent,
Yes.
because the way you are asking questions, it's like you've been on the ground. We have a challenge, as
Yes.
I speak to you now,
Yes.
that the National Unity Platform Party gave a card, as people actually use it,
Yes.
much as it would be
It's
a flag, to a person that actually doesn't know even where the constituency starts
Oh,
and
wow.
where it
Where
ends.
it stops.
Is a kind of a person that if he's invited on an event, he has to go to Google Map
Yes.
and look to where to go.
Exactly. That's why
He's a
we're
kind
asking that.
He's a kind of a person that if he's told that there is burial at Buembo,
Yes.
he might go
Where
at
is Buembo?
It is Buembo, but he might go to Bukondo.
Bukondo.
Because they sound the same, but
Yes.
different places.
Yes.
If he's told that there is an event in Kanzize, he might go to Kanziro.
Kanziro.
So anyway, I know the constituency of Busiro North. Actually, Busiro North.
For the parishes and sub-parishes.
Yes, I know the villages, the parishes, and the sub-counties and the town councils, but also the boundaries. Because where we have a boundary with Busiro East.
Yes.
Busiro East, you know, for those of you who have ever gone through Hoima Road, when you go through Wachiso town, there's a place where you get to, which is called Chikumampanga.
Chikumampanga, yes.
And Chikumampanga, that's where Busiro North actually starts.
Yeah.
It borders, Chikumampanga borders with Busiro East. That is main, the sub-county in the Busiro East. And then Kachiri Town Council actually, that's where you start Kachiri Town Council.
Yeah.
So then it borders with the Nakaseke South. For Honorable Rutamagu's actually is the one in Nakaseke South, and Busiro East is the Honorable Medad Segona.
Yeah.
So we border those people, and also actually border with the Mitiana South.
Yes.
Mitiana South, that is, you go on Ohima Road until you get to the place called Mika.
Yes.
The Wamika.
The Wamika.
That is where there is Jessa Farm.
Yes.
The late Murwana. The Jessa Farm, where people get this meat. That Jessa Farm actually is in Busiro North, at the border with Mitiana South. I think it is Mitiana South or Mitiana North.
Yeah,
around.
Mitiana North,
So those are the borders of Busiro North.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Honorable Sentongo PIUS really knows the borders, he knows the demarcations, and I guess people of Busiro North really should remember him on such a day. So, and another big question I wanted to ask you is that, yes, you are a pastor at Kingdom Ambassadors Church, right?
Yes, please.
Yes. Isn't it like a challenge to you to be pastoring and as well as actively involved in politics? How do you go about that? What do you think about that? I mean, since you're a pastor and you have people under you, and now people see you now with the politics coming in on a bigger scale to reach out to the country. So what do you think about that?
To be honest with you, being a minister in church and also coming into politics has been a challenge in different ways. First of all, in the politics of Uganda, pastors and Barokole at large, the born-again Christians, are deemed to be government supporters.
Yes.
So when you come out, for example, and you are on the side of the opposition, some people do not trust you. Because some even used to tell me that, Barokole are Museveni people. Barokole belong to NRM.
Yes.
And that has been a challenge. But when I come to the essence of your question,
yes,
as a minister, how can you really go into politics? You know, all through my life, my service has been to deal with people.
Yes.
Because when for many years, I used to work on radio.
Yeah.
And you know, working on media, it's dealing with people.
Yes,
much as
true.
they are not there to look at them.
But
you don't see them.
Millions are watching you, seeing
like
you,
now,
hearing you.
we are speaking to people much as we don't see them, but they are watching us.
Yes.
So, pastoring, serving the church, working on radio, also even farming, you deal with people.
That's true.
And I found it very prudent that you can still work with people in this political office.
Yeah.
And, you know, politics calls for integrity. One of the challenges we have in our country, we have political leaders having put aside these issues of being positional leaders or situational leaders or transactional leaders.
Yes.
But we have leaders that lack integrity. And you know,
Yeah.
the religious aspect of it brings in integrity and truthfulness. So I strongly believe that we need, even if it's not me, we need people in leadership that are actually God-fearing, not only God-fearing, but who have served the Lord.
Yes.
Because they have that element of servant leadership.
Servant leadership.
So servant leadership actually helps a person to serve. And I strongly believe that I can serve well with integrity and having servant leadership. And I encourage people who are watching me, for those of you who are Christians, especially born agains, you should wake up and engage in political, in getting into political offices, not only politics, but even in other responsibilities, like, you know, we need judges, magistrates who are God-fearing people. We just think of a country where you have a president that is a born again.
Yeah.
More like, more especially if he's been a pastor. Think of a country where you have a vice president or a prime minister who is a believer,
pastor.
a strong believer. Let me use that word.
Yeah.
Who is a strong believer. Think of a country where the three pillars of a government, or the executive, the judiciary, the legislature, when you have people that have been serving God, I think we can have a better Uganda.
A better Uganda.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's amazing, because it's one of the questions that many people out there, more so Christians, but local, have been wondering, that being a minister, a pastor, be like on Sunday, how will you be able to leave church to go for meetings here? Because they believe that most of the politicians really are not in, they live at times their areas, and that's why you see, I realize that a couple of politicians who live outside in the villages, they live now in Munyonyo. So that's why most people believe, some people think that once they are voted into power, they leave their area of operation and live in Kololo, Munyonyo.
But you see, that's one of the challenges. Some people even say, you know, they even give a term to politics that it's a dirty game.
Yes.
So now it's like, you, a man of God or a woman of God, how are you going to engage into something that is dirty?
Yes,
but
exactly.
Politics is not a dirty game, but the players are the ones that are dirty.
Okay.
Because we have had political leaders, even the Bible. Daniel was a politician.
Yes.
Because he went into even the palace.
Yes.
As a politician. You remember even when the other guys had, they had a plot against him. But this guy was a politician. The lady in the Bible called Esther.
Esther, yeah.
Esther rescued the entire tribe of Israel.
Yes.
Simply because she had married the king. She got married to the king, and into a political office. She was now a queen.
Yes.
She had the power and the capacity of saving the people.
Yes.
I think it's not, the problem is not about being into a political office, but the character and of that person matters. It's all about the character. And also, this issue you are talking about, that when people are elected into offices,
yes,
they quit the villages and then they go to those high standard areas and so forth. I think what does that is the poor planning of the government itself.
Yes.
Because why do you put all of ministries in Kampala? You find Kampala has, even the minister of Karamoja is in Kampala.
Is in Kampala.
What for? It would be better for the minister in charge of Karamoja to be stationed in Moroto or in Kotido, so that all of the offices are there. You'll find that all of the people, the staff are in that place. But if you put all of things in here, because the legislature is here, the parliament is here on Parliamentary Avenue, you don't expect a person from Karamoja to leave, to stay at Karamoja and then come to the parliament. Uganda is a country where we have poor infrastructure, more especially when it comes to transportation. Who would be having a train that a person would use just 2 hours from here to Kasese or to Karamoja?
Yes.
But you have to spend almost a day from here to Zombo.
8 hours, 9 hours.
Maybe a day and a night. You are still traveling into this small country. One time I was in Stockholm, in Sweden, and a friend of mine told me, let's go to Finland and have lunch. And I was like, to Finland? It's another country.
It's another country.
And he said it is possible. You know, we just went onto a train, and it took like 3 hours from Stockholm, Sweden, to Finland.
To just have lunch and drive.
Just have lunch.
And come back.
I mean, people move. One time when I was in the UK,
yes,
and these friends of mine said, "Oh, we were in London," and they said, "Let's go to Southampton and have fun."
Yes.
I mean, within a few minutes you are to Southampton. I mean,
because of easy transportation
system. But here now, you find representatives from Kasese. They have to live in Kampala.
Yeah.
Those from in regions, from Western region, from Eastern region, from Lango, from Northern region, from West Nile, from wherever, they have to converge in Kampala. And that's why we even have heavy traffic. But why don't we have a plan that even some offices, like if Uganda is a country, is a republic,
yes,
let's have a legislature in Gulu. Let's have a judiciary here, executive somewhere else.
Yes.
But everything is in Kampala.
It is packed in Kampala.
Yes.
All right, then another that is amazing. Thank you to because many people were talking about that, and they were some of them were frustrated that they feel like they're left out. Recently, I was hosted by some honorable member who represents some place far in the east.
Yes.
So I was also shocked that the honorable member was living in Lubowa. So, but another question that
yes,
everyone,
they do.
Yeah, everyone was.
When you go to Nansana, most of the MPs from Uguru are in Nansana municipality.
They live there. Yeah, another question everyone wanted to hear about, viewers over there, everyone wanted to hear about it, is that you were you wanted to be the flag bearer for NUP.
Yes.
And all the hopes, and according to the information that you have given us, you know Busiro North in and out.
Right.
Every corner, every boundary, you know it. So what would be the problem? What went wrong to say that you were not given the NUP ticket to lead the NUP party in Busiro North? What would have gone wrong?
The truth is, that would be a question to ask the people who are responsible to give me the card.
Yes.
But to be honest, I was the person that was, to me, according to my perspective,
yes,
and according to how I perceive things, I was the person worth getting that card, depending on how the ground is speaking. Because even the person that was given a card, that was given that, it was like a grant to him. Because he doesn't even move in the constituency.
Yes,
he feels
he doesn't know some of the places.
Yes, he feels he's not fit to move even around, but he's so dependent on the president of the party. He has to wait because the president will come around 9th January to campaign there. So he feels the president will come and ask the people to vote for him. But himself, really, he has no message for the people.
Yeah.
And the people are not ready for him. Actually, the people have rejected him, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
People say that this person does not belong to us. I mean, many people quote this constitution of Uganda, that, you know, the constitution allows a Ugandan to stand wherever you feel like standing.
Yes.
But that is just a mere talk. It's like you'd say, you are Sali, I'm Sentongo, we belong to the same clan, Manke clan, Onchima clan.
Yes.
But when I lose my father, you don't come and inherit him. Easy inheritance. You cannot be a heir to my father.
Yes.
Much as you belong to Onchima clan.
Yeah.
So much as the constitution actually gives space to a Ugandan to go and stand wherever, but you must have been there.
You have to be on the ground.
We are not emphasizing that people should say this one was not born in the area. No. A person might move from Masaka, for example.
Yeah.
He comes to Kampala. He's a resident there for some years. He knows the people and people know him. That person can stand for any office. But a person that was given a card for our constituency, for example,
yes,
he came at around, I think it was around January this year, 2025.
Oh, wow.
So it was like he was simply sent to come and stand for a position in our area.
So what you're telling me, what's his name? Is this Semakula?
Now, I wouldn't want to talk about him as a name. Okay. I mean, to talk about personality.
Okay.
You know,
the person. Okay.
I don't want to talk about people, you know.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Eleanor Roosevelt said, she was actually she was a wife to the former president of US. It was Roosevelt.
Yes.
She said that great minds discuss ideas and average minds discuss events and small minds discuss people.
Yes.
So I always want to not to talk about people as people, but to raise the issue. The issue here is the person that was given the card is not a resident of our place, He had just come in. He actually was transferred, I would say. Like
was transferred, and you said
like
he
the
came-
government transfer RDCs.
And you said he came in January this year.
Possibly January. I'm not even sure. He might have come maybe in February, March. But the bottom line is, people, the reason why I came to stand as independent, it's because of many reasons, including one, I put my ears on the ground and heard the people screaming, whispering the name Sentongo EMMANUEL PIUS.
Yes.
And as a child that was born there in the village, walked on
lived there.
barefoot from my village to the school, and by God's grace, he has brought me this far that I could even study my bachelor's degree from the US.
Yeah.
I cannot disappoint my people. It would be actually treason to my people if I said that I will not stand because of a card. I strongly believe that a card is like a salad that comes with a meal, with food.
Yeah.
If you are given food and there's no salad, it does not stop you from eating.
Yeah.
So the card cannot make someone strong if that person is actually not strong on the ground. So I felt people wanted me to go. Actually, some people even threatened me.
To go.
They said, if you don't stand and you leave us in this kind of
Mess.
never come back even for burial in our places, in our area. So I had to abide by the cry of the people.
Yes.
Secondly, is because of the dishonesty and lack of integrity with the process, the entire process of giving the card.
Yeah.
Because how can you say that Sentongo, a person that is born in the area, that has grown up in the area, that has the qualities of leadership, he's been a leader, he's been tested, and you say that you will import, actually it is importation, you import someone from somewhere and he comes to be a member of parliament for our constituency. I would also say that probably number 3 is a unifying factor or uniting factor. I'm a uniting factor.
Yes.
One of the reasons, one of the I would call the accusations.
Yeah.
They said that Sentongo is loved by even NRM people. And if he's opposition, why is he his own opposition? Why is he loved by people from NRM? But these people in NRM, some of them are my OBs and OGs. I started with them. How do you expect them to love a person you have just imported in and not a person that they started with?
They know you.
So should I kill a brother who is an RM, and for me, if I'm a member of National Unity Platform, really? So the politics of radicalism and the politics of hating each other, I don't think it will take us any further.
It won't.
Because the problems that we face do not discriminate us. If you have a poor road, it affects both the one that belongs to NUP and the one that belongs to NRM. If you don't have medicine in the health center too, at Kanzize or in Nachitokoro or at any other place, it won't affect only the opposition, but it will affect both. So that's why I'm telling them I'm standing as an independent to be a uniting factor, so that I will serve people without discriminating them. Because sometimes people say, who is this person I'm going to help? He does not belong to my party, so I don't have his time. I've seen it many times, my brother Sally.
Yes, sir.
Especially when it comes to LC1 chairpersons. Some chairmen who are leading villages, they don't work on issues with people that don't belong to their parties.
That's
so
true.
I thought, according to the Bible as a believer, in Romans 8:28, the Bible says that God allows all things to work together for the good of those that love him. I strongly believe that God allowed that to happen so that I'll be someone, should I use the word impartiality? So that I will be neutral to serve all people without discriminating them, depending on which clan, which tribe, which political party. So I will be for all. If, for example, I purchase a grader to work on the roads, those roads are going to benefit everyone in our constituency.
Okay. Now, also, as we are coming to the close of this program, and we are having Honorable Sentongo PIUS right here, and just I'm going to ask just 2 brief questions in the next 3-4 minutes, and we close up. I wanted to find out now for the people of Busiro North, what are you having for them in your manifesto this time around? Since you are coming in as an independent person, you're not coming in under NUP. So what is in your manifesto for someone out there who is in NRM or any other party may be forced to come and vote for you in the forthcoming elections of 2026?
So my brother Dickens, if you will allow me, I don't want to unveil my manifesto now before the nomination day.
Okay.
Why? Because, giving a manifesto, it means you are campaigning, and I don't want to fall into a trap of some people.
Yes.
Because, things to do with the law and so forth. So I want to do that at the right time. And also, there are some people actually who have no manifesto, who have no cause, who have no reason for standing. So I might give them the answer.
Yes.
But what I can tell you is that maybe I can give some more... when you give me some airtime, maybe in the near future, especially after nominations, because we are going to be nominated on Wednesday next week, 23rd of October. So probably when I come back in the near future, I'll come and tell people what I want to unveil and what I have on a plate for the people of Busiro North. But one of the things that actually is very important, when you asked me the question, why am I standing, and yet I was denied a card for my party, is this norm that is coming of cultism or of praising and worshipping the card issue. To the extent that now a party can send a person who has nothing to do with the people, who has no any attachment with the people. And I think we can break that by sending a message to the people that, this notion that whatever a party says, whomever a party sends, I will go with him. We should actually avoid that. We should fight against it, because it's going to bring us bad leaders, leaders that don't know us, leaders that actually have no clue as regards our challenges and problems in our areas. And we need really to fight this, because it's going to become a cult. Ugandan politics, we have a challenge that political parties are not institutionalized, but they are personalized.
That's true.
So you find that a political party is more on a person than an institution. So that the political party has godfathers. People were telling me, are you known by this one, and this one, and this one, and this one? I don't want to mention names. But they were like, in NUP, if this one doesn't know you, this one doesn't know you, and you are not a friend to this one and this one, and you don't have one of those godfathers, you can't get you don't get a card. And that means political parties are not institutionalized, because if it's an institution, you don't need to know me as a president of a party or vice president or a friend of yours. Shouldn't know me so that I qualify to get a card. It should be the structure on the ground. People who are on the ground to know that, this gentleman, if we give him this responsibility, he's going to deliver. He's not going to put us to shame. There are many people that actually have been appointed and they have never even given any kind of response or to their people. They even get lost.
I think, that's true.
Lastly, for example, I can give you one thing. Much as it could be, I will elaborate it when I come with the manifesto. We are now in the Senior 4 exams. And I've seen many students who have not even managed to sit for Senior 4 simply because of examination fees. I mean, the UNEB fees. When I become a member of parliament, I will bring a private member's bill so that we can remove examination fee for UNEB. I know UNEB has that responsibility, and they need facilitation, or they need that budget. But we need at least to push the government to use the money from government through Ministry of Education and Sports to give UNEB, other than asking that money from the parents. A parent can afford, is even crying to get school fees for candidates. You might find a parent having a candidate in primary 7, in Senior 4 and Senior 6. He has paid the school fees, looking for money, biting his teeth, so that he can get the money, and then at the same time is demanded to pay UNEB fee. So we need to look at the parents who are because many students drop out because of UNEB fee.
That's right.
And some of them actually did not register with UNEB, and they do not sit. The directors of the schools ran away because they ate the money, they took the money. So we need to avoid that, so that our Ugandans can have peace of mind and peace of heart as they are paying school fees for their children. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Honorable Sentongo PIUS, and we're really grateful. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you,
at Doxa TV and sharing your views. You are watching Doxa TV, and we've been with aspirant for Busiro North, who is coming in as a Busiro North MP for 2026. Thank you so much. My name is Dickens Sally, and keep watching Doxa TV. We are having more for you coming in with another guest coming in, and keep tuned in to Doxa TV. God bless you.
Thank you, Brother Sally.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Hola.